So this will fill the top 7 positions in the heat race. Flagman Nate Sennett gives them the green, and we're underway. We line them up by handicap, which is basically their average points from the last 4 races. These are the low handicap guys in heat number 1. The top dogs will be out in heat number 2. Caleb Emerson Maines holding on to the lead with Ashton Reynolds to the outside. If it's yellow and has a 14 on it, you know he's part of the St. Clair Racing gang. He drives out around and into the lead. Whoop. I knew they would mess me up. That is not Ashton Reynolds. That is Kurt Hewins. Ashton will be out here in another number 14 in heat number 2. I knew that would catch me eventually.
Messed me up too.
I knew that would catch me eventually. That is former 2-time champion Kurt Hewins. He is not a rookie by any means. He's been around this game a long time. Of course, one of the things that threw me off was the first 2 races he ran this year. He was his customary number 55. Halfway this time. Emerson Maines holding on to second right now with a pair of cars racing behind him. Keith Drost in the 74 and Brady Romano in the 78. Romano having a hard time holding that low line out of turn 4. Gives over the spot to Keith Drost that time. Half straightaway cushion for Kurt Hewins in car number 14H. Two laps to go this time by the stripe from Flagman Nate Sennett. And Emerson Maines still pedaling hard in that 4 car, and the traffic stacked up behind him. Drost with nowhere to go right now. Romano still claims that outside lane just ahead of the 51 of Josh St. Clair. White flag lap this time for Kurt Hewins, and a comfortable lead as he comes out of turn 4. Checkered flag is up, and Hewins will coast to the heat win.
There are feature races later on this evening. Right now, Nate Sennett says, go, green is up, and we are underway. Brett Osmond in the 05. Quick down the front stretch into 1 and 2. Can't shake the 14 of Reynolds. He's right to the outside. The 24 of Jonathan Emerson, of course, stays right where he is. Now here comes Reynolds looking high coming out of turn 4. And he's going to lose the race to the line. Osmond in the 05 will take first place that time by. Reynolds, though, right to the outside. Now they hit the backstretch door to door. It's still Osmond, Reynolds, and Emerson. Ashton Reynolds probably could be leading this race, having a little bit of trouble with turn 4. Keeps drifting high coming out of turn 4. That allows Osmond to hold his line inside and keep leading the race. A lot better that time for Reynolds, and he pokes his nose up front and he takes the lap. So the kid in the 14 now is working on the outside of the 05, trying to take the lead, and he does down the back stretch to put Osmond back into second. And Jonathan Emerson holds on to the 3rd place spot. Now the 08 of Mac Hannon gets to the inside of the 24. He's looking to take that 3rd place spot down the back stretch, as those two will fight door to door into 3 and 4. Meanwhile, up front, race continues to be led by Reynolds in the 14. Mac Hannon wins that battle, and he puts the 08 up into 3rd place right in front of Jonathan Emerson. fifth place car is Dan Brown in that 83. So Ashton Reynolds pulling away a little bit from the pack as they come out of turn 3 down the backstretch with Osmond still in second. Hannon in third. Now Hannon jumps out of line. He's looking to go to the outside of the 05. See how well that's going to work for him. He seems to be losing ground. As a matter of fact, here comes the 24 right down underneath to battle for that third spot with 2 to go. Good run so far for the fella in the 14, Ashton Reynolds. Brett Osmond holds on to that second place spot. The battle is for third between Emerson and Mac Hannon. White flag flies, 1 to go. Hannon's got some work to do now as he is back down in line behind the 24. He might not have enough to get out around that 24 car to take that third spot away. So it looks like our finishing is in line. It is the win for the 14, Ashton Reynolds. Second place goes to Brett Osmond, and Jonathan Emerson takes third in the 24.
Loaded up and ready to go. Green flag is out. Kurt Hewins gets the jump and leaves the 4 of Caleb Emerson. Maines behind him to race for second. Then Josh St. Clair coming up in the number 51 to the outside. St. Clair's already been a feature winner once this year. That car actually originally prepared for his dad, Punson St. Clair, to race. Punson still hoping to do that once he gets medical clearance. And we hope that happens soon. So the 2 St. Clair team cars running 1 and 2. Then comes Emerson Maines in the third spot. Keith Drost. He's been right there on the outside of top 3 finishes and knocking on the door, and he's right there on the back bumper of the number 4 car. Fifth place being held right now by Zach Emerson. Uncharacteristically quiet season for him. Emerson with just 1 top 3 finish to his credit. Spin on the backstretch, the 4 of Emerson Maines. Keith Drost may have been involved in that one as well because he finds himself way at the back of the field now. That puts Zach Emerson into the 3rd position. Ashton Reynolds chases in 4th, tucked right in behind. Emerson Maines had it fired up and was trying to get himself back on track and drove the wrong direction. Ends up getting the car hung up on the ledge.
That's almost...
All right. Flagman Nate Sennett says no start. They went early. They've been given explicit instructions to go on the flagman's green. So they will flip row 1 and row 2.
What's up tonight, guys?
They've been told several times, you go on the flagman's green. All right, now Zach Emerson will take the start. Working with Matt is always entertaining. Too bad you guys don't get to hear most of it. All right, race director Ron Whitcomb on the receiver radio, the communication with the drivers. Zach Emerson at point now with Ashton Reynolds outside in second. That lead row has been flipped back to restart 3rd and 4th now. Brady Romano's in the 5th spot in the 78 with Jonathan Emerson in the number 24 for this restart. That's your front 3 rows. All right, green flag is out this time, and we're back underway. Even up down to turn number 3. Both drivers looking for their first win of the season. Reynolds looking for his first career win. Ashton actually a pretty accomplished motocross racer in his teenage years, but looking to get it done on 4 wheels tonight. 3 wide out of turn number 4. Reynolds in charge. Josh St. Clair coming up the outside. We mentioned Josh has won feature races in 3 different divisions this year, which earned him May Driver of the Month honors. Brady Romano tried to clear himself low, but that spot belonged to Brett Osmond, and they will all scramble into turn 2. Then comes the 14H of Kurt Hewins, Zach Emerson in the 23. And Brett Osmond, that right front tire was looking really slack on that car, and he just found out. Able to keep it off the wall, and he's going to have to limp it around the speedway back down pit road. So Osmond will stop it up at the top of turn 3. And father Larry Emerson. Green is out, and we're back underway. This time it's Josh St. Clair as he gets a jump and leaves Hewins and Ashton Reynolds back behind him. Jonathan Emerson trying to sneak in now in the number 24. Some contact with Reynolds. Emerson wants that spot. Reynolds trying to shut the door. More contact into the turn. Over the years, Jonathan Emerson has gotten a little more bold in his ability to say when a spot belongs to him. He and Ashton Reynolds remain wheel to wheel as we hit the halfway marker this time by. Jonathan Emerson up into the 3rd spot now. That'll shuffle Ashton Reynolds back into 4th. Zach Emerson holds 5th. He got a side-by-side run for 6th. Your point leader is out there in Mac Hannon Jr. racing with Dean Rice. Rice gets sideways, some contact, and it's going to stack him up over there in turn 2. Dan Brown goes for a ride. Some damage on the 64 of Rice. He got the car loose going into turn 1, and they paid the price. Fast lap of the race belongs to Josh St. Clair with a 17.41. These guys with average speed of 77.5 miles per hour around the track. Looks like Dean Rice is going to call it a race and head down pit road. He'll drop out early. St. Clair looking for his second win of the season here in the Strictly Streets. He's been a two-time winner in the late models. He's been a two-time winner in the Pro Stocks. And looking to become a two-time winner here in the Strictly Streets. Kurt Hewins has got himself one podium finish this year. This will be his best finish of the season if he's able to wrap it up here in the closing laps with 5 to go. Bernie Dinsmore heading back down pit road. His night has ended early. There goes Brett Osmond as well. Closest battle right now is the one back there for the 5th position with Zach Emerson in the number 23 and Mac Hannon Jr. right on his back bumper. Next time by, it'll be 2 laps to go on the number 51 of Josh St. Clair. White flag and 1 to go. The interval 1.2 seconds. Ashton Reynolds will take one more shot at Jonathan Emerson, but Emerson holds that spot by a car length. Mac Hannon able to get out around the 23 of Zach Emerson, and Josh St. Clair takes the win. Kurt Hewins second, Jonathan Emerson third. Then comes the 14 of Ashton Reynolds. This guy picking up his 6th win of the season. We said 2 Pro Stock wins, 2 late model wins, and now 2 Strictly wins. It's good to be Josh St. Clair these days. How are you guys doing? You doing good? All right. There he is hopping out. Are we just going to call this the Josh St. Clair Invitational? Another good run. Are you going to give this car to your dad when he's ready to race?
I'd love for him to be in it now, but with that stuff going on, you know, with his health, so he can't. But
hopefully we'll get him in it pretty soon. Talk about your run real quick. It was a good one.
Yeah, it sure was. I jumped the start on Kurt there and kind of messed things up. So, but we went back a row, and that was my fault. So I got to thank, Dad, Dave's World, everyone that comes. I got a whole crew here. I got some shirts and some other people somewhere in the stands. Paul. Hi, Paul. But I got to thank Dave's World and all the people that helped me. I mean, 2 cars a night's a handful, so without them, it ain't happening.
All right, good job. Josh St. Clair's 2nd win of the season. Josh is going to draw our 50-50. Let's get a quick word here with Kurt Hewins. Kurt, this thing's a bucket. You're bringing it here to Victory Lane. How'd it go for you tonight?
This guy's getting pretty good. Thanks to Josh and Dave. Dave owns it. I just drive it. I got to thank Red, my girlfriend, everybody that comes to help me, my son. It's a good race, I guess.
All right, good job. Kurt Hewins in 2nd. And Jonathan Emerson, boy, good race. Somebody tried to elbow you out of the way, but you said you've gotten a little more bold in saying this is my spot now.
Yeah, I was still in there. He wasn't clear, so if he would have been clear, it would have been a different story. I probably would have been 4th, but I like to thank Keith. We worked on this car all day long. We got a little bit faster, but mostly just got lucky. But thank everyone in the pits, Portland Glass, Emerson Pilot Cars, Triple K Excavation, Uncle Mo's Diner, MG Concrete, Yankee Yard Works, Durham Get and Go, and just everyone that helps me back there.
All right, great job. Jonathan Emerson, your 3rd place car. Maybe retaking the point lead. We'll have to see on this one. Kurt Hewins 2nd. Josh St. Clair, your winner.